Hello everyone, it is Karynjean, of course. Welcome to the studio if you're new, and if you are a returning guest or visitor or friend, as I prefer to think of you, welcome back. Yes, remember in a recent video when I was flipping through the calendars, I thought I saw this, and I like this. I like this very much. Yes, it's kind of bright for the colors of this, but we're going to cover this with tissue paper, and then we'll do a spread with it because I just like the thought. And then we'll figure out how to just throw all different kinds of balloons on it or something. I do have different balloon dies. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Oh, but let's look at this. Now this, oh, look, it's separating. We're going to fix that right now, but it has dried nice and sturdy. So, yay for that, but it's separating here. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw down, this is the book page just separating from itself back here. We're throwing glue down there. We're going to make sure it's down, and we're going to set it aside. Let me see if I could set a few other things aside as well as I so that's this spread out, listen to me, that's this spread. And this here is not really, it's barely. So we're going to put that back there to keep that down. Okay, but the book was held open. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down some, I'm hearing a lot of noise outside. I don't know what it's from. Wet glue, watered down wet glue here, and then throw, I keep on saying throw, then put down some white tissue paper, the wet decoupage method. Now, this feels all, I am going to get another piece of newsprint to put down on top. Of course, I could also use freezer paper, but I'm going to put down newsprint to put down on top of this. Oh, that might be the, I think it's Tuesday. That might be the recycling folks here picking up the recycling trash. Let me find now a piece of white tissue paper. Pardon me. Here it is. The project bucket over here is a complete mess. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everyone is doing fabulously. I'm going to cover the whole thing. Get down. I'm going to cover the whole thing. We're not going to use the whole thing. Obviously, it's way too big. But what we don't use, we can... let me just do this. What we don't use, I'm sorry, I got distracted by trying to measure out. What we don't use on the spread, we can use other bits of it. We could use the rest of it in other ways. And this is from a Dollar Tree calendar, so let's remember that. Let us remember that. I think it's from one of the bunches of calendars I got. I think I'm going to see, this is, I'm going to trim that down. When the, one of my first, not my first trips to Dollar Tree, but I'm just going to trim that off. All the calendars, it was towards the end of the year, I guess, or something, and all the calendars were on sale for a penny. So I just got a lot of calendars. All right, now, there is our base. This is the one I've been using, and I've been washing it off up here. But bear with me just a second. I keep this thing of water up here for when I'm painting and stuff, but I haven't painted in a while. So I am going to, I need to, next time I go to Dollar Tree, I need to get just some cheap brushes, whether they be foam brushes or, oh, this is not, here it is. It's loosening up a little bit. You know, I don't want to use my good brushes. This brush is Craft Smart. It's from Craft Smart. Is Michael's store brand, I believe. Okay. So what we're going to do is, here I have just a mixture, making sure it's closed, of water and glue. And it glues itself shut. It does, it does. Let's see if I can open it. When I open it, I wind up opening the bottle. I don't want to open the bottle. I want to open the... Maybe I should be putting this in something else. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Oh, gracious. Okay. And I'm just going to, and some of this I realize might be out of your field of vision. Let me take a look and see. No, most of it's in your field of vision, I think. All right. And now I'm just spreading this out, trying to make sure that the whole picture is covered. And then by putting the tissue paper on it, I'm trying to think of a way to describe, if for those of you who haven't done this, a way to describe what that envelope feels like. And we want to put the shiny side down, remember. And yes, it's going to wrinkle. It kind of makes it like a, I don't know, rice paper. I don't know about, it could be rice paper. I don't know. I don't think I've ever, look, I just ripped it. I don't think I've ever had rice paper, but it kind of makes it feel like, listen to me, kind of, sorta. These are the spots that are not glued down, where there's not glue on the other side. What am I trying to say? Like a fabric or something. I don't know how to describe it. It gives it a much different feel. It doesn't feel like paper anymore. It feels softer. And I don't mind all the bumps and stuff. It gives it more dimension and texture as I put holes in it by doing this. All right, so this is what we're doing. Now this is going to have to dry, and I probably will hit it with my heat gun over here because I am that impatient. But it needs to dry, and then also I will iron it. Just making sure that a foam brush probably would be the better thing to use, here. I'm not sure if I'm saying all my words or not, or I'm skipping words, or if I am skipping words. Well, compared to the last few videos, let's hope this one is not going to be a Murphy's Law kind of day. It should be okay. It's still March. It's still March, and this week we've had, this past weekend we had the awful wind storms. We actually lost electricity last night for a couple hours. I really am very thankful. Our electric company is Pico. Now, say what you want about utility companies and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, our electric company is Pico. And the electric went out at about 6:25. I was just finishing up dishes, thankfully. Also, the electric does not affect our water. I'm getting this very, very wet, and the paper underneath is buckling and rippling, which is why I'm going to iron it. That piece there is missing. Let me just rip off a... What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I reported the power outage. I think it really only affected... I know the people on the other side, across the street, were not affected. I think the people behind me might have been affected, but I think it really only affected like half the block. And it's still ripping. Let's just make sure there's some glue on there too. And so I reported it, and then I went online a little later to check, the power outage map and their anticipated repair time. And they said it was going to take 8 hours. I'm like, oh, all right, well, but they had it done by 8 o'clock. It was back on, so an hour and a half. All right, well, like I said, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun, and then I'm probably going to I'm going to put this back in this jar of water. So I'll see you later. Okay, I'm back. You can actually see where that's doubled up. Not so good, but I ironed it. I mean, it's still paper. It just has a different feel to it. Now, also, I have these. These are from the Dollar Tree. They're from the teachers section, right? I think they're called word strips. I remember practicing. I don't know. We can figure out something to use them in the journal for. Okay, so here we have this. Now, I don't think I necessarily want it so close to that. Where do we want to put it? How about if we put it towards here in the back? Oh, wait a second. Here. We have that. I don't know if you saw that or not. Oh, and it's coming up. Could be because it's masking tape. Now, like I said, I don't have that much Dollar Tree washi, and what I do have, I don't think would go very well. So I'm just going to, use Fabrifix, which is definitely not from the Dollar Tree, but it cost me only 99 cents. So there you go. At the thrift store. This should be a Dollar Tree / thrift store journal. I mean, challenge. Or not. I don't, what do I care? There. It's fun, though. Okay, so we have that there. That. This is where the book is. But it's right next to that. I don't want it right next to that. But I have this one up here. I'm going to do something similar to that, but I'm going to do the whole page. So, this came out well. I suppose we could do it there. We have that. We have that. No, let's do it here. Let's see if we can do it here. If the book will cooperate. The book might not cooperate now. And because I covered it, now it just looks like colors. It doesn't look like those mountains at all. Oh, I know I have this here guy. I'm going to have to glue that down again. I know I have another calendar with it. Because maybe we don't want it covered. Right? Maybe we don't want it covered. Although if we want to use these balloons, what is that? This is supposed to be the style of the book, though, so it can't be... yeah, I know, the balloons don't go here either. We can finagle it a little bit, but let's not be too in your face about it. Okay, so... okay, I have that in there. Boom. I'm going to mark it, pen, pen, pen. Well, all right, let's pull it down some. And we can mark it here and here. I don't know if you're seeing that or not. Maybe you're seeing that. I'm marking it here and I'm marking it here. Okay, I'm going to move the book aside. I have it marked. Okay, let's cut it on here. Now, the one nice thing about this trimmer is it has this little thing of wire down the middle, so you can see exactly where it's going to cut, more or less. Now, you always cut into the fold. Okay. And on this one, I'm just moving it up so I can actually see the mark. The mark is here. There. We have a little bit of green. I can't get that up. Hello. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Honestly. Okay. We'll have to cover that up with something. No worries. The question now is, what do we want to... I am thinking wet glue, quite honestly. So I'm going to, put that under there. Get you in there. Come on, get in there. Okay. And let me move the book aside again for a moment. Wet glue. We could also put tape just along the edge. Oh. All right, this is what we're going to do. We are putting glue. There it comes. Now, I'm doing this. Our glitter glue does dry pretty fast. I could have done glue stick on the whole thing and then the art glitter glue around the edges. That could have also been an option. But I'm doing this, and what am I going to use to spread it? Maybe, let's see if this will spread it. And look, I could get it to the edge, so trying not to go in with my fingers. Don't know how successful I will be with that as I grab this and just put my hand in a big mess of glue there. Okay, let's see, let's pray. Ugh. I want to make sure first that it's down. It's not quite to the edge. It might be off the edge on top. And I will fix that. I'll fix that later because it is off the edge on top. There. Ah. And now for this side, I'm going to get another there. Let's go start the glue here and drag it. Okay, then we're going to do it this way. I'm going to make sure that that's all burnished down nicely, I hope. And now before the stuff dries, oh, too late it dried. Hold on. I just sprayed it down with water from the water bottle, and I'm using this huge flour sack towel to dry it off. It's a huge flour sack towel. Okay. And I am going to try to trim the edge. With the glue scissors. Okay. Which is sticking to my finger. Oh, for heaven's sakes. For heaven's sakes. And now this one, which is a little bit more difficult for me because I'm right-handed, not left-handed. And it's difficult because this is on the right, so I can't see the edge when I'm cutting because the scissors block the edge when I'm cutting. And I see this right here. We can get that. Okay. Now, I can't judge because that's pockets on that side if it's wet or not. It feels fine. There is, let me use the little one. There's a little piece here peeking up. Let's see if I can get it. I don't know if you see it. The handles are on this are not long enough. I can't get in there. There. Okay, and we wanted to cover that with balloons. I don't think I have balloon paper. And I also had another idea. We still have to figure out what we're doing down here. We can cover this up. One of my issues is I have a huge piece of, a big scrap of the craft paper over here. We can cover this up with this part of the napkin. Okay, hold on. I'm first... I'm going to fold the napkin back on itself. I'm going to actually take out the mini rotary as opposed to the blade. And I'm going to, hopefully, I'm just going to cut it off just on, just going to try to open it like that. There. Just open where the fold is there. It'll also make it easier. Well, here's two pieces right here. I should be able to, without the use of Scotch tape, although I will use Scotch tape or washi tape if I have to. Washi tape might not be strong enough. The thing is, I was kind of hoping that the two layers would just separate because they're only adhered down through the edge of embossing. Well, there might be a very light type of... I see it separating here. Here, hold on a second. Sorry. Get my head in here. Right there. Right there. Do I have it? Do I have it? Have it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Now we can, I'm thinking of putting it here like this, right? Just down to there. And then maybe using craft paper or just like we did over here. Where is it? Like we did over here with just regular paper. So, but what I want to do is I want to cut it right here. And I realize I'm making a mistake by doing it with my scissors. How bad is it? Not so bad. Okay, and for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use glue stick. Am I going to use glue stick on the page, or am I going to use glue stick on the napkin, which is delicate and which I will probably rip if I use glue stick? There's the answer to that question. So, and because this is this, I think what I will first do is I'm going to lay down, because it's, I should have put the glue stick down first. Dag nabbit. Oh well. And spread this out with my finger. Yes, I know. My least favorite thing. And okay. Now this is not going all the way over. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. I'll take it to here. I think that's too far. But that's where I'm taking it. Okay. And let's see how we did. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Shift it up just a little bit. Up, up, up. Oh, where's the edge of the page, please? Well, I didn't get to the edge of the page. There. Now, okay, I do not need, well, I do need to put a little bit of glue down there. My idea is to have now the paper come here and go all the way to the edge. So it'll cover that up. Let's see if I can cut this. I feel like I'm cutting through the page underneath it, which I probably am. Okay, but that should be fine. Now, we're going to get the paper. Let's see. I don't. I'm looking at this, and oh, this is a. Where are the other cut pieces? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm telling you, friends, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, what I'll do is let's do this. Nope, it's not going to fit there. I'm going to have to get out the larger rotary for this. Let me cut off both of these edges. Now will it fit here? Now it's fitting. Okay. And I should probably just measure it. Might be easier. We want it to be, if we do 4.5, 4 3/4. We could do 4 3/4 by not 8. Seven and 3/4. 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. Just gonna leave this. I'm gonna need a piece right there. How much of a piece do I need? Four 3/4 by 7 3/4, but and once again, we'll use my finger. Okay. 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. Let's just mark it here so I don't have to get up. 7 3/4 pencil. 7 3/4. There. 4 3/4. There. Okay. Pencil mark is there. And the pencil mark is there. Now we need to, don't forget, we need to distress it. And I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time with this. I am going to let's just put it right down. Let's just put it right down on the mat. It's a silicone mat. I hope this stuff doesn't stain it. Right? I hope. Oh. And yep. Not quite what I wanted to do. I think I preferred the other way I did it. Okay. All right, I'm going to take these to the ironing board. Okay, I'm back. I just opened up the window behind me as well. I ironed these. For this to go here. That's the plan. And I'm going to use glue stick on the back of this. Now, I'm obviously just using, oh, my brother's bringing in the recycling can, my vintage photo pad and my ring inkers and stuff to dye this. But you could, you know, if you want to be strictly only Dollar Tree stuff, you can get instant coffee at the Dollar Tree. There's the dog. You know, I like Jessica's Dollar Tree journal challenges. I think many of us do go to the Dollar Tree and thrift stores and stuff because that's the whole, it's called junk journaling. Although I really don't call it a junk journaling. It's more like handmade journals because, you know, when you start buying digitals and papers and fancy washies and stuff like that, that stuff isn't junk, right? You're spending money. Anyway, it's sure Dollar Tree to show that everybody this is accessible. That's accessible to everyone, whether you have a lot of money or a little money or no money. No money is what's in your house. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. So that's why, like with my glue. Well, yeah, Dollar Tree sells glue, but I'm not going to go buy glue in order to do this journal when I have glue at home. That, I believe, defeats the purpose of what she's also trying to achieve, right? Use what you have. If you have it, use it. If you don't, get what you need at Dollar Tree. You know, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yep. Now, the next journal we're probably going to do after this is the second Shabby Dabby Doodah journal. I did, and that's when, we all came together to support Tina, buying stuff in her shop. And there's a bump right there. I think it's from underneath. And so, yeah, so we're going to be doing that. I have the journal base already made. My journal bases are usually out of boxes from the kitchen, right? Cereal boxes, pasta boxes. I don't know. Little journals are out of Jell-O boxes, right? So I'm going to put this. Okay, let's put it under this side. I have no idea what all that noise is about. Okay. There. Now, I do see right here, so the corners, man, the corners are the edges in the corners. You get the edges and the corners down, the rest should be fine. There. Let me see some splitting right here. There. Okay. Here. Okay. All right, so there's that. We have to figure out what we're doing here. Oh, and what I also did pull out, remember, was envelopes. Envelopes, which is what I made this out of, a Dollar Tree envelope. I have other Dollar Tree envelopes. Okay, what's this? This is Scotch tape right there. Okay. This is coming up. Yes. Let's just go down all along the edge here with some glue, just to make sure. There. Make sure those edges are down. Okay. Also, if you want to dye paper, food coloring from Dollar Tree. I think the food coloring I have is actually from the Dollar Tree. There's a buckle right there, but I think it's okay. So anyway, let's move along. Let's move along. Let's move along. That's fine. It's kind of white, but I mean, we can do something about it if we wanted to. That. This is not dry. This is a bit damp. I'm feeling this to be damp. But it's okay. We can work in it. I was saying balloons. But this here, you can't write on this surface. But we can make pockets. We have book pages. We can make book page pockets. I was saying balloons is what I was saying. Also, I pulled these out. I have no idea what to do with them. We'll figure that out. I believe I said I wasn't going to worry about cutting this paper, and yet here I am cutting that paper. There. Okay. Because it was starting to roll and raggedy and stuff like that. Okay. All right, we could make journaling cards, but I don't think we're there yet. We don't have any clusters. I have no idea what kind of clusters we're going to put in. I don't know. Are we even going to put in clusters? Maybe not. We can use that extra piece. Where'd it go? We can turn this into a belly band. We can even put it... down here if we want, just to cover the bottom of that. I don't know, that looks kind of silly to me. Okay, we said belly band, band of the bellies, belly band. We could do a belly band on the other side of this. Maybe that's what we could do with this. We could make this a belly band. Well, that sounds like a fabulous idea. Or do we want to belly band it this way? Which way do we want to belly band it? This way, because, right, the lines are like that. This, all right, let's belly band it this way. Oh, I don't know, right about there. There. Belly band. Now, do we want to cover that up with something first? Maybe some of the busts were covered in phallic protrusions on their faces. Yep, I think we need to cover that up. We should cover that up. What are we going to cover it up with? We could just cover it up with different book pages, what we can do. Don't forget, we also have the cover still. Now, this is a nice color. Has a lot of writing, but I was saving it because the back, maybe we could use to cover the back of something for when we do journaling cards. we can cut that out. Oh, I'm having another idea. Oops, things fall. Okay. Cut that out. We can make this a window. What do we have here? We have, oh my gosh, 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. Because we want it centered. We do. We want it centered. 3/8. 1, 2, 3/8. Right there. Okay. Let's see if we can cut this out. 3/8. Get you here. Get you right there. Bingo. 3/8. Now we need to cut that out. We're going to, excuse you, we're going to go to our blade. Oh, I was watching, once again, on the YouTubes, on YouTube, the Posh Paper Lady. I know I've mentioned her before. I think her name is Sherry. I don't know. And I was always curious. She comes up in my feed occasionally. She does a lot of Dollar Tree stuff, and she's very clever. But in her videos, I'm gonna try to do this. Don't know how successful I'm gonna be. I always thought she was like in her basement or something, right? Because the wall behind her is a cement block wall. It's painted, but you can tell it's cement block wall. And then a recent video of hers was something about the best supplier organization tool or something. I'm sorry if my head's in the way, that I spent $100 on. And it's a cute video. I will try to remember to link the video in the description below. So, but she showed you, she said, we're going to go out to, you know, did she say craft space or something? Anyway, so she talks behind a desk, and then she took us out to what I thought we were going to go see her craft room. The woman has a storefront. It is a storefront. You could tell it's a storefront. It's a little store on a strip mall, you know. Now, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if it's like it's an actual store. Maybe she does classes or something. No, that's not over far enough. I don't know. But she has an actual storefront. I don't think she sells things there. A lot of her, you know, the stuff, like I said, she has Dollar Tree. She has Dollar Tree things hanging on hooks and all. So I don't know. That's why I'm thinking, is it, I don't know. Or if that's just, if that's what she's doing, if she, you know, doesn't have the room in her house, or has decided for whatever reason that she would rather have a storefront outside of the house. Oh, this is crooked. It's something I've thought, well, not seriously. I mean, the thought has crossed my mind. Even just like a lot of people, I think Dawn over at the Book Vandal shop, they have like the she shed outside. That's she moved her stuff out of the house and has put it into this space outdoors in like a shed. And so something like that I think about, but I don't know. Because for me, I need running water in the studio. I don't, especially if I like had something like that outdoors, like a shed, where I'd have to actually carry, I cut that real crooked, dagnabbit, where I would have to carry stuff back indoor. No, that wouldn't work for me either. So because I need like a big old laundry tub sink or something, I wouldn't have a separate building. I don't know. What's your ideal craft space? You know, we make what we have work for us the best we can, right? We do with what we have. But then, I don't know, like dream. You won the lotto, right? You won the lottery. You're able to buy your dream house. What's your craft space look like? Because remember this, as much room as we have, we will find a way to fill it, whether that be a house, a craft room, whatever. For most of us. I understand, you know, well, I don't understand. I'm not a minimalist. A lot of people are minimalists, and great, you know, that is great. That's fabulous. I worked with a guy who was a minimalist when it came to that kind of stuff, like house and decorations and all. I guess you could say my mother, I don't know if she was really a minimalist. We didn't have that much growing up. I mean, we had a nice house, a big house, but my mother wasn't one to cozy things up. You know, it was just one goes from, well, not in the house we were growing up in. It was blues and greens, you know, shag carpet, the whole thing. But later, you know, later on when she was on her own, everything became shades of beige for her. And I'm just trying to get, there's a little, yeah, you know me, my little bits. Just a shade of beige. So, now we need something to glue on the back of that. And I'm not about beige, you know that. I am all about color. I'm looking over here in the scrap bucket because I know I have a sleeve full of acetate cast-offs from the trash and all. You know what I mean? Bear with me. Where are they? Here we go. Plastic. I mean, I could put vellum or tracing paper, but there we go. Packaging. Oh, here's a piece right there. We need to be able to see. I don't know if this is better or worse. I was going to use a bit of my double-sided adhesive. Let's see, this one should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna go there, up to the edge. And I'm going to take the release papers off as we go. It might be too much, but that's okay. If it's too much release paper, we could just take care of it with some cornstarch. There. I'm trying to make sure that it's going down smoothly. It looks like a bit of the paper might be there. That's not causing any bumps or anything, right? Oh, what is that? There. And where did that little piece of acetate go? I lost it that quickly. Here it is. There. Oops. And we need to trim it, not the paper beneath it, but just the acetate, please. And it's hanging off the top a little bit here too. So let's trim it. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. Okay. Okay. So there's a window. We need to cover this with something. And, well, I guess the question is, what are we doing with it? Are we gonna make a journaling card out of it? Are we going to, oh right, that was supposed to be a belly band until I got another bright idea. So, bear with me. Okay, folks, well, as we continue working in this Dollar Tree journal, I'm kind of at a stuck point for the moment. So I'm going to end the video here. I appreciate your time and attention. I hope that your imagination is taking you to marvelous places. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.